Mark Bickley, and as we count down to the big game against Geelong, welcome to the Crows Show, brought to you by Hungry Jack's JFC Palmy. Newly appointed AFLW co-captain Ebony Marinoff will join us shortly with one of her new teammates and housemate Lily Tarlington. But first, since Darcy Fogerty joined the Crows in 2018, he's been seen as the natural successor to Taylor Walker, and this season he's fulfilled that promise. He's found the consistency everyone's been hoping for, playing with confidence and belief. Importantly, Darcy's thrived as a newcomer to the leadership group, and against the Bombers stood up when the team needed him. That performance saw him elevated to stand-in captain last week.
I've found a little bit of consistency, which has been nice, and yeah, I think it's sort of all stringing together for periods, I guess, but yeah, I think it's all off the back of just jumping at the ball and competing a little bit more, and then yeah, we obviously started to play a little bit better football, which obviously helps as a forward as well, but no, it's been good. I think from the whole team, the last month or since the bye has been really positive.
Hinge gets it back from Butts, thumps it to half forward. This might get out the back. Fogerty, it is out the back. What about that? End-to-end Adelaide Crows. You can't kick a goal quicker than that. From the kick in, that took about 8 seconds.
I think Hingy and whoever he kicked it to did most of the work. I was just lucky enough to be on the end of it. But yeah, I think it's a good indication of how dangerous we can be when we get speed on the ball. And yeah, I think it just shows how powerful our attack is from our back line, and yeah, I think it's really exciting. Personally, I think for the back half of the season it's been good. I've been able to find a little bit of consistency and find some form, which has been good. It's probably the longest period that I've had playing good football, so yeah, hopefully it continues. Yeah, it's been good. He's obviously a massive presence down there, and he brings a lot of enthusiasm, so to be able to play some footy with him again is really exciting, and I think for everyone, I think everyone loves playing with him. The mids and the backs love kicking it to him, and I love being around him when he's out there, yeah, throwing his weight around and pushing blokes around. A big part of it and a big focus for all of us leaders this year has been to be able to be connected through lines, and yeah, sometimes it's just conversations mid-game through lines, and yeah, I think that's something that I've tried to do, and it helps you sort of not dwell on if you've made a mistake previously. So it allows you to move on quickly and think about what's coming opposed to what's just happened. With a couple of injuries and a couple of outs, fortunately we've been able to bring in these young fellas like Billy Dowling and Zach Taylor and Hugh Bond, and it's really exciting to see them play, and to see them play really well is a credit to themselves and the development staff. So yeah, I think they're loving it, they're bringing the energy, and it's infectious at times. Yeah, it's obviously a tough ground and they play it really well, but I think we're going to have a massive emphasis on trying to play our brand of footy, and that's going to be massive in the contest. They're obviously a good contested team, so we're going to have to try and beat them at that, and yeah, we really believe that if we do that and we bring our style, that we can win down there.
Stay with us. Still to come on the show, AFLW players elect their new leadership team. And winning at the Cattery. It's eluded a whole generation of Crows.
If it's cold, just a small latte. If it's hot, an iced latte with honey.
Like a flat white. Like flat white. Turns like that.
Ice latte, skim latte.
Almond iced latte.
Just cappuccino. Mine's like opens. Double shot, orange piccolo with vanilla. Double shot, small.
Double shot almond latte.
Small skinny latte.
Double shot latte, small.
Ice latte. I don't like coffee, so I'm with hot chocolate.
I can't be answering the question looking like this.
Go-to coffee order is a hot chocolate.
What's yours, mate?
I don't drink coffee.
Small almond latte with a dash of honey.
It's oatmeal, but apparently oatmeal's really bad for you, so you might have to change it.
Latte. A bit out there.
Congratulations to the new co-captains of our AFLW team. Sarah Allen and Crows Show regular Ebony Marinoff. They've shared the same Crows journey, both members of the original 2017 squad and three-time premiership champions. Chosen by players' vote, the pair bring strength, class and personality to their roles and will hopefully lead the team to even greater success when the season begins in 4 weeks.
Chelsea's been obviously the centrepiece of our leadership since the inception of our program, and now we've got someone to hand them to, so I'm going to let her speak.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, pretty exciting to be able to, and very honoured and privileged to be able to announce our leadership group. Yeah, I'm just going to get straight to the point, but we have co-captains, and I really want to say a massive congratulations to Sarah Allen and Ebony Marinoff.
Really honoured and privileged to be, for one, like nominated by our peers, but then to be backed by the club, but also to be able to do it together, like being on a long journey together through the state program and now drafted together, and now to be doing this together as well. It's a pretty surreal feeling.
It's been a whirlwind, I think, when you reflect on how far we've come, both individually, like just drafted it. We're actually 4 days apart in birth as well, so we're pretty close. Yeah, 2 youngsters that joined the footy club back in 2016 and to be, three-time premiership players and now have the opportunity to lead the club together. Yeah, it's such a special feeling, and I think we're both so passionate about this footy club and the care and love that we have, as well as like knowing what success looks like, and we want to make sure that we have sustained success but also success this year, and we're both on the journey together, and yeah, it brings a smile to my face.
The one thing I will say is just do it in your own way. Work together, support each other through it. You're each other's yin and yang.
Different personalities, probably like different ends of a spectrum, you could probably say.
I'm probably pretty loud, as probably fans in our group know, and Sez is pretty softly spoken. So yeah, just even speaking about it together, and with Doc, we feel like we've got the perfect mix. We're not going to be perfect, but we'll feed off each other. But I think, with the group that we have, everyone's got different characteristics, but to be able to bring our strengths and our skill sets together, I think we really complement it well, and I feel like I don't ask anything of others that I wouldn't expect myself. Really love to win, really competitive, and like to bring others with me, so probably just that competitive nature on the field, as well as just I'd talk to a brick wall, so I feel like I'd have really great relationships with the girls and be able to be vulnerable with them to deeper that relationship and be able to ask and demand of someone because you have that relationship. I think that's something that I've been working on over the past couple of years.
I think it's actually been crazy with the reflection piece, because I think I didn't even speak in the first season. So, for both of us, we've obviously talked about it's been a long journey to get here. But for me personally, like Eb said, probably more that softly spoken type of leader, but more just continuing to be that lead by example type of person.
We haven't spoken about that.
We're probably the complete opposite.
Well, I actually feel like Chelsea Ren was not good luck with the flip of the coin. But we'll have to work that out together, where we've already spoken we're keen to, be able to be in all those situations together on game day. So I'm sure we'll talk behind the scenes and hopefully come bounce down at round 1 showdown. We'll have a good decision.
We have a few trial games to practice.
So bloody proud of you guys, and looking forward to what you guys bring in that space. So well done. Good job.
Hey guys, Riley O'Brien here. This year we're running a trick shot competition, so we'd love you to send in all your trick shots at home, at a footy oval, down the park. Show us what you got. To give you guys some inspiration, I'll get as tricky as I can get and handball over my head into the tray. Make sure you send in all your trick shots. Details are on the screen now.
And here's some of our latest entries. This month's winner will be notified shortly.
Thanks for joining me, Lil. It's been an absolute, journey for yourself growing up in Mackay and then finding yourself playing footy from such a rugby state.
Yeah, such a rugby state. I started off playing rugby, and then once we moved to Mackay, I played with the juniors from about under 9s to under 14s with the boys, and then to the women's league, and then was lucky enough to get relocated through the Suns Academy down to the Gold Coast, and then played Coffle there with Bond before this all happened very quickly. I was very lucky.
And away from footy, you are
I'm a Sparky. I'm third year. Well, I was before I moved and got the opportunity to come here. So I was in just halfway through my third year. So looking towards the end, but.
So do you think you'll, get that back up started, or is it purely focused on footy now?
I think we knew for the first year it was going to be very full on. So getting through that and then looking at options to try and get either part-time, but I'd love to tick it off. I love what I do in that space, but footy's a pretty hard opportunity to pass up when you've got the chance.
You are a massive Crows fan.
Yeah.
All your life?
Yeah, all my life. There's baby photos, and all the way through growing up I was it was from my dad. He's a Crows fan. He picked the Crows when they moved to Tassie and they realised they couldn't talk about rugby anymore. Apparently it's because they were first alphabetically, but I think it was about 96, 97, so he might have just been bandwagoning. But he couldn't get my brother to go for them, but I was fully on board. Angie McLeod, I was just such a little fan, and then all the girls going through, I have when your first season was going, I have all the gear from then, and I've got my little jersey from when I was a kid, and full fangirl, I think.
And obviously, looking back on how far you've come, and it's such a big shift from Mackay to Gold Coast to Adelaide. How have you found Adelaide?
Cold. First of all, I've never experienced cold like this. Every week I'm calling back home and just trying to explain how bloody cold and windy it is here, but we're close to the beach and it's not quite the Gold Coast.
Not quite UVs?
Yeah, it's very much a bubble here. Everyone knows everyone, and I thought I'll move into the big city and it won't be like that, but it definitely is, especially the footy world. But I do enjoy it.
And at footy, what are your strengths? What do you bring to the team?
Probably just my agility as a tall. I've played for a long time, so I pride myself on being versatile and being coachable, and just try to be the natural footballer that I can be.
Perfect. Thanks for joining me today, Lily.
Thanks for having me.
A pleasure to have you on our team.
Thank you. See you at home.
Put your arms out and shout and say, run, run, run. What do you reckon? Ready?
Ready.
Oh! Use your legs, run, 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 run. Virgo. Good kick, mate. Good kick. Oh, good mark. What do we reckon of these two boys in Port, Guernseys? Chris, should we make them run a whole lap?
Yeah, can they run a 400?
We'll run a whole lap as well.
Oh.
Should we make them run a lap?
Yeah!
No, only just.
No,
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go Crows! You two first too. Alright.
Now, here's a fact that pains me to mention. The last time the Crows beat the Cats in Geelong, I was playing. That was in 2003, 21 years ago. So, we're long overdue to break the hoodoo. Back then, in a low-scoring game, Scott Welsh kicked 3 goals, and yours truly led the stats.
King and Clark, who won it down to Bickley. Kick half smothered, Tawney and Corey, Tawney. Tawney breaks free, well played, sold the dummy, they're coming at him, goes to Doughty by hand, from the wing, spearing ball, Smart's on the move, gets there.
Great kick.
Ridden a little by Enright, umpire said it was okay. Is he within range? Nigel Smart, 34-year-old leg, about to swing through the ball from just outside 50. He lines up this to put the Crows back in front. Long drop punt off the boot. That's a gem. Crows have the lead.
4 points of difference, so a kick in it. Last 5.5 minutes of play. Spriggs gets loose. He gives it over to Kelly, who shows the ball, and then a lot of airtime with a handball. Gone. That's dropping the ball. Play on now. Gallagher can ice this game. Can he? He kicks the goal to make it very tough for the Cats from here. Crows go to a 10-point lead.
Late inclusion for Tyson Stingline. James Gallagher.
Watch the tackle here from Bickley, boys.
Pins the right arm.
Yep.
And will not let it go. That is super.
Corny to Bickley, who's been fantastic again. Broke the tackle, and there he goes. He knew exactly what he was doing. From 55, he thumps it to the square. The big pack flies. Oh! Big Legs takes a screamer. And has given a bit back to Scarlett.
Oh, he split the pack. Look, the Geelong boys are still... He's got the hand in the back on...
Oh, that was just too good.
Yeah,
too good.
He was too good, and he just...
He pushed Milburn underneath it, and he gave Scarlett plenty on the way through. He puts it through, and the Crows look like they're home at Skilled Stadium. A great win. All the non-Victorian teams have beaten the Victorian teams this weekend. And they have here today as well at Skilled Stadium. And a fantastic win for the Adelaide Football Club.
Yeah, it was good to come back and have a win, especially over in Geelong. It's always hard to win over here, so yeah, everyone's thrilled.
We're courageous, stronger, faster, and respected by our foes. Admiration of the nation, our determination shows. We're the pride of South Australia. We're the mighty Adelaide Crows.
I can't believe that was 21 years ago, and let's hope that's not the last time we hear that song today. Let's have a look at today's game. Jeremy Cameron still looms large as the Cats' most dangerous forward. His ability to be effective higher up the ground as well as close to goal makes him a tough matchup. Josh Worrell's successful return through the sandful should see him given the big job today. Tom Stewart has been a constant thorn in Adelaide's side and was dominant in their last encounter. Stewart has spent some time in the midfield recently, but ultimately is most dangerous as an intercepting defender. Ben Keys is Adelaide's best role player, and I'd give him the job to curtail Stewart's influence. The Geelong midfield is where they look most vulnerable. With Dangerfield having had an injury-interrupted season and much of the responsibility falling to the younger brigade of Holmes, Bowes and Bruin. With Adelaide's strength being their contest, they must win this area of the game to be any chance of having success. And finally, the elephant in the room is the 2-decade drought at Kardinia Park. The dimensions of the ground aren't strikingly different to Adelaide Oval, just 1 metre longer but 10 metres narrower. The skinnier dimensions allow Geelong to defend this ground well, leading to many teams, including Adelaide, struggling to kick a winning score. But Port, the Giants and Bulldogs have been successful this year, so who knows? Win, lose or draw today, I'm really keen to see how Adelaide respond to what was a very poor match last week. Whenever you take a photo of yourself or a friend at any of our games and post it to social media, make sure you use the hashtag WeFlyAsOne. Let's settle on you. Please email faceinthecrowd@afc.com.au with photo ID to claim your prize of 2 tickets to Toyota's exclusive Hilux Hill at Adelaide Oval. That's about all we have time for on today's show. Thanks for your company and look forward to joining you again next Sunday at 3 o'clock on 7, just before we take on the Dogs. Stand by now for the clash with Geelong. Go Crows! The Crows Show, brought to you by Hungry Jack's JFC Palmy.